In Skyrim, everyone has a job. Merchants sell things, guards say things, and Jarls sit on chairs and argue about things. Even Fandel in Riverwood has a job. He walks back and forth between a stump and a woodpile, chopping firewood forever, as if his AI brain is powered by splinters. But the point is, they all matter. If you pop open the console, click on an NPC and peek behind the curtain, you'll see it. Faction tags, daily routines, AI packages, dialogue trees. Every NPC is plugged into the machine. They're little gears in a very large, very buggy medieval clock. Every NPC except one. She doesn't talk much, she doesn't sell anything. She has no family, no town, no meaningful connection to any questline. She doesn't even have a real name, just a first name, one word. But she's always there, in every playthrough, in the exact same place. Waiting. South of Falkreath, past the Black Lake and through a chokehold of pines, you'll find her. You have to want to get there. There's no main road, no quest marker. Just wander far enough into the mountains and the trees start crowding in. The music cuts out, snow starts to fall. You see wolves instead of bandits. You pass into that kind of quiet only Skyrim can do. The kind that feels like the rest of the game has forgotten to follow you. And then you see the cabin. It's not haunted, not on fire, not swarming with cultists or vampires or necromancers with names like Zaril the Blackened. It's just a cabin. A little wooden bridge over a stream, some practice dummies. It's all very peaceful. And outside the cabin, bow on her back, calm expression on her face, is her, Angie. She says hello. You say hello back. And then she just exists. At first glance, Angie seems straightforward. She offers to teach you how to shoot a bow. It's simple. Hit the targets, get some free arrows, earn a few skill points. She even tells you a little bit about herself. Her parents were killed by the Thalmor. She came out here to live alone, and she wants to be left in peace. It's a neat little detour, a side activity like mining ore or finding a weird bug in a jar. But once you finish her archery training, that's it. No follow-up quest, no new dialogue. She doesn't become a new follower. You can't marry her, you can't send her to one of your Hearthfire homes to be your personal archer in residence. She doesn't even acknowledge you after that. You train with her, she says thanks, and then she just goes back to standing, like nothing happened at all. Skyrim is full of self-contained characters. Froki living in a cave with his grandson, the ghost of old Rolden Inn, the skeleton sitting at a dinner table on top of a mountain for no reason at all. But even these oddballs usually tie into something else. A quest, a Daedric artifact, a Radiant event, a weird joke. Angie doesn't. She's not part of any faction. No one mentions her. She never leaves her cabin. She has no enemies, no allies, no story arc. She's a rock in the stream. The water just flows around her. Which begs the question, why is she here at all? If you dig into the creation kit, the dusty attic of Bethesda's imagination, you start to find traces. Angie's cabin is flagged as a player safe house, which is rare. The tag means you can sleep there, store items, live there, and the game won't eventually reset or eat your loot. But Skyrim never tells you this. There's no note on the table, no mention in dialogue, no fast travel icon. Bethesda created a whole safe house and then didn't put up a welcome mat. It's like they built the skeleton of something bigger and then just stopped. Maybe she was supposed to be a follower. Maybe she had a role in a cut questline about Thalmor or the Civil War. There's a line in her dialogue about fearing she'll be hunted, but the threat never comes. No one is looking for her, and no one even knows she's there. Bethesda laid down the bricks, then they went to lunch and never came back. Naturally, the community did what it always does when Bethesda leaves a thread hanging. They started knitting sweaters out of it. Some people think Angie was part of a lost faction, maybe a surviving blade or an offshoot of the Dark Brotherhood. Her archery skills, her isolation, the whole mysterious woman in the woods vibe, it kinda just fits. Others say that she was part of a scrapped mentor system. You'd find NPCs who trained you over time, like Aethys with one-handed. But maybe the system was buggy or half-finished, and Angie is just the last remnant. And then there's my favourite theory. Angie is a ghost. Think about it. She never eats, she never sleeps, she never leaves her property. She speaks in soft, static lines that never change. If you kill her, and you can, there's no bounty. No one reacts. It's like the game doesn't acknowledge her existence at all. Like she's already dead, just lingering. In Skyrim, we're trained to evaluate NPCs like vending machines. Can I marry them? Can they follow me? Do they give me loot, XP, a quest? Angie doesn't do any of that. She gives you a few arrows and some advice, and then she's done. Which is probably why most players forget about her. She's not marked, she's not repeated, she's not important. But maybe there's a point. Maybe she exists precisely because she doesn't do anything. Because in a world that's constantly handing you objectives, Angie is just present. No monster to slay, no dialogue wheel to grind through, no skill tree to max out. She's a human moment in the game of godhood. And that might just be the rarest thing in all of Skyrim. Angie is lonely, but not in the dramatic violin swell kind of way. Skyrim doesn't really do that. Her loneliness is quieter than that. It's in the silence after she stops talking. It's in the second bed that no one sleeps in. It's in the way she just stands there, all day, not doing much of anything. Not waiting, not watching, just existing in a space that no one else ever bothers to visit. And it's not the sad kind of lonely either. Well, not exactly. It's just the absence of things. Of movement, of conversation, of purpose. Skyrim is full of NPCs with routines and routes and radiant quests that make them feel alive. Angie has none of that. She's not part of the story, she's the pause between stories, the breath you take before fast travelling somewhere louder. And once you notice it, once you feel that quiet hanging around her, it sticks with you. We all know loneliness is baked into Skyrim. You're the Dragonborn, the Chosen One. You're everywhere and nowhere at once, saving towns, toppling kings, talking to gods. And yet somehow you're always a little bit apart. You're not from here, you're through here. And every now and then you meet someone who feels the same. Angie is one of them. She doesn't want to help, she doesn't want glory. She's not waiting for a hero to solve her problems. She just wants to be left alone. You can join her for a while, sleep in the spare bed, sit by the fire, practice your aim. But eventually you'll leave. And she'll still be there, in the same spot watching the snowfall. Or maybe not watching at all. Maybe she's just existing. Skyrim is a loud game. Dragons, dungeons, shouting people off cliffs. But every once in a while, it whispers. And sometimes it whispers in the form of a woman in the woods who wants nothing from you, gives you nothing grand and leaves you with nothing but a question. Maybe Angie doesn't do anything. Maybe she just is. And maybe in a world built on utility, that's the most remarkable thing of all.